Hello, living in Boulder vlog. Oh look, gotta take my teeth out, my teeth protectors. It's March 5th, 2019, Tuesday, 6:34 in the morning. So, and I think my earphones are unplugged, so my sound's gonna work. So, yesterday I was working on waterways of Rome, like the different rivers. I'm starting to notice that. I knew this before, but it's really becoming apparent that ancient Rome was just rivers galore. It's the land of rivers, rivers everywhere, and hills, and then that big river, the Tiber, and then it goes up, and then it goes down, it goes up, and it goes down. So it was total jungle. Um, and it's not like that anymore. There's lots of lakes that don't exist anymore, and rivers that don't exist anymore, and uh, it really dried up. Back in, like you couldn't do the aqueducts now like they were like you could then because there's just not as many springs or water or anything. Um, um, so it was beautiful back then. So I was I did just lots of random stuff. I traced the Anio and I collected some different files together, and I so today when I get up, I'm gonna take a nap, do my sleeping, and then when I get up, I'm going to do all of the roads of Italy, but the exact roads. If you wanted to retrace all the ancient roads of Italy, you could with my Google Earth because I'm doing it on modern roads. Because a lot of Via Appia is on roads that still exist. So if you went there on a bike or a car, you could experience, at least on a car. I have it on the highway, but so I'm going to do that for all of Italy because then I can just trace the road in, and then I don't have to do it for all of Italy, but I want to do it for all of Italy because I need the part that goes into Latium to be perfect. And then I did this for Via Appia, maybe half the way to the end of Via Appia, but I did just with the line, but then with the polygon tool, I did the Via Appia from Latium all the way to Rome. And I use the line and the polygon together because when you're far away, you can't see the polygon, but when you're up close, um, you can. So, um, but yeah, and I'm right. I'm drawing in all the different lakes that don't exist anymore that did exist then. You can see on the map, somehow they knew that the lake existed on the map. And then you look on the real satellite photo, you can see that there used to be a lake there because it's totally flat and there's a circle around it. So yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna do all the roads. I don't. Hopefully I can finish it. I don't know. Be a big project, but yeah, I want to do all the roads, and then I want to do the aqueducts. I have to do the roads first because finding out where the aqueducts are is dependent on the roads because they say where the aqueducts are in terms of how many miles up the road it is. So I'm going to build the roads first and then the aqueducts. And then after I build the aqueducts, like trace where the aqueducts were, I think I'm going to actually build the aqueducts with the polygon tool for the entire length of the aqueduct until you get to the walls of the city. I'll just do it with a polygon tool, like one file going down, or maybe a couple. I don't know, but I'll do it just with the polygon. Once you get to the walls of the city, that's when you do it with all of the different separate pillars, sipu. Um, yeah, so once I do the roads and the aqueducts, that's going to be a major accomplishment because I've been thinking about doing that forever. And I always back out of it. I always go in a little bit, and then I go, "Oh no, this is too complicated, time consuming," and I back out. But this time, I really want to do it. Trace all the roads, all the aqueducts exactly, and then build them in the Latinium, which is where the Latins are, where the kingdom of Rome was. And after I do that, I can then trace where the rivers are. It's an order. You have to do the roads, but to know where the aqueducts are, and then you have to do the aqueducts to know where the roads are. I mean, the rivers are, because some of those aqueducts, like the Aqua Appia, I think it was, a couple of those aqueducts, they actually followed the exact line of a river that was there before. So that'll help me know where the rivers are. I want to trace where all of the rivers are in Rome for when I build the map. Make it as accurate as I can. So that's what I'm gonna do tomorrow. Yesterday when I was with my mom, I was when she was in the hospital there, I was there reading my cell phone, the story of Livy of Rome, trying to memorize that, to make sure I get everything, and yeah, learning a few things every day. I'm glad that it's amazing that Rome has so much information from such a long time ago, more than any other city, but it's not too much information, to overwhelm you. You can still move along. So it's really interesting. All right, so that's enough talking. Talk to you tomorrow. Hopefully by tomorrow I'll be done with at least all the roads, and then day after tomorrow done with the aqueducts. All right, later.